Hello everyone. In this video, we will talk about solution, suspension and colloid solution. So, how we will make salt solution? See, here we have a beaker. So, I am adding some water in this beaker. Then, add 1 spoon of salt in it. Then stir it nicely. Now, we got the salt solution. Here you see this is the salt solution. Here I have taken 2 components in the salt solution. What are the 2 components? Water and solute. Water and salt. So, 2 components I have taken, already I have taken 2 components in this beaker. There are 2 components, that is water and salt. So, water is called as solvent. Then salt is called solute. Why water is called as solvent? So, the components present in large amount, that is solvent. The component present in large amount. Component present in large amount, that is solvent. Then why salt is called a solute? Component present in lesser quantity. So, here solvent means large quantity we are taking. Water we have taken large quantity, that is why it is known as solvent. Solute means component present in lesser quantity. Another example I will say 100 gram of water. 100 gram of water, 1 gram of salt. Which is lesser quantity? Salt. Salt is called as solute. Which is more quantity? Water. 100 gram of water. So that is solvent. 1 gram of salt is solute. Did you understand what is the difference between the solvent and solute? Solute means component present in lesser quantity. Solvent means component present in larger quantity. So, I will explain you through the some activities about solution, suspension and colloid solution. You see. Solution, suspension and colloidal solution. First we will see nature. What kind of nature solution has, suspension has, colloidal solution has? We will see, already we made the salt solution in the beaker. So, salt solution, what kind of mixture it is? That is homogeneous mixture. So, in the previous class, already you have learned about the homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. There is mixture, there are 2 types of mixture, homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. What is homogeneous mixture? Do you remember what is homogeneous mixture? Okay, homogeneous mixture means a solution in which particles distributed uniformly throughout the solution, it is called homogeneous mixture. So together we can say what is homogeneous mixture? A mixture in which particles distribute uniformly throughout the solution is called homogeneous mixture. See, this is salt solution. Salt already completely dissolved in water. Salt completely dissolved in water, we cannot see the particles in it. Salt particles we cannot see. So, solution as homogeneous mixture. So, what kind of mixture it is? Homogeneous. Now, next we will see what kind of mixture, suspension. So, here in this beaker there is chalk powder. So, I am adding some water in it. See what kind of mixture it is? Okay, heterogeneous mixture. What kind of mixture it is? Heterogeneous mixture. Why? Why it is heterogeneous mixture? Because mixture does not have uniform composition. So, chalk is dissolved in water? No. We can see the visible boundary. Visible boundary we can see. This boundary we can see. So, chalk particles also we can see, water also we can see. So, this is heterogeneous mixture. Now, what about a colloidal solution? Colloidal solution, there is example, then I am taking one beaker, then I am adding milk in it. Then adding some water in it. This is homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture? No, it is not a homogeneous mixture. Why? Because it looks like homogeneous mixture, but it is heterogeneous mixture. It looks like homogeneous mixture, but it is heterogeneous mixture. Next we will say about size. How much size it has? How much size of the particles in the solution? So, here less than 1 nanometer. 1 nanometer means 10 raised to the power 1 nanometer is equal to 10 raised to the power minus 9 meter. 10 raised to the power minus 9 meter. 1 nanometer means 10 raised to the power minus 9 meter. So, size is less than 1 nanometer. Then, what about the suspension? Above 100 nanometer. So, colloidal solution between 1 to 100. This is the size of the particles in the solution. Solution is the size less than 1 nanometer. Then suspension above 100 nanometer, colloidal solution between 1 to 100 nanometer. Now we will study visibility. Visibility. So you see, here first we can see solution, this is suspension, this is colloidal solution. Okay. You can visible particle it is visible in the solution? No. So, not visible. In the case of suspension, particles visible or not? Yes, particle is visible. Here you see colloidal solution, particles are visible or not? Not visible, but visible through the ultra microscope. Ultra microscope. Next we will go filtrability. Filtrability, we can see that this is salt solution. So already you have seen the filter paper. I am going to filter the solution, salt solution. So you can see that I am filtering this salt solution through this filter paper, through the help of the filter paper. So you see here, nothing is there. Salt particles pass through the filter paper. So solution case pass through the filter paper. What about suspension? These chalk particles I am filtering through the help of the filter paper. You can see that here we can see the chalk particles we can see, because it cannot pass through the filter paper. Not pass through the filter paper. See, what about a colloidal solution? Then I am going to filter this colloidal solution through this filter paper. So you cannot see anything. Any particles remain in the filter paper? No. So pass through the filter paper. So filterability, solution pass through the filter paper, but suspension not pass through the filter paper. But colloidal solution pass through the filter paper. Now we will study about the Tyndall effect. Tyndall effect. What is Tyndall effect? Did you study about Tyndall effect? Okay, no. Then Tyndall effects means scattering of light by the particles of solution. Scattering of light by the particles of solution is known as Tyndall effect. So I will say one example. Means you go to dark room. If there is hole on the window, you can see the scattering of light, which means entire path of light will be visible. So what is Tyndall effect? Tyndall effect means scattering of light by the particles of solution is called Tyndall effect. What is Tyndall effect? Tyndall effect means the scattering of light by particles of a solution is called Tyndall effect. So where we can see the Tyndall effect? If you are in a dark room, if there is hole on the window, you can see that scattering of light coming through the hole, which means the entire path of light will be visible. So here in the case of solution, Tyndall effect showing or not? Tyndall effect is not showing. Why? Tyndall effect not showing, because due to very small particle. You see that salt particles we cannot see in the salt solution. So it's a very small size. Due to very small, scattering of light will not be visible. The scattering of light will not be visible in the case of solution. What about a suspension? Suspension case may or may not. May or may not means if particles are settled down, we cannot see the Tyndall effect. If we'll mix it, chalk powder will mix it the water, we can see the Tyndall effect. So in the case of suspension, may or may not. Now what case of colloidal solution? Colloidal solution means I will do one activity. Means we cannot do now here because it is not a dark room. So I think that you are buying milk at home. So you take 1/4 glass of milk in the beaker or glass. 1/4 glass of milk you can take in a glass, then add some water. Then go to the dark room. Then take your torch. Then light the torch. Pass through the solution. You can see the Tyndall effect. Colloidal, in the case of colloidal solution, you can see the Tyndall effect. What experiment? This activity you have to do at home today itself. What is the activity? So first you take 1/4 glass of milk in a glass, then add some water, go to the dark room, then take your torch and light the torch. You can see the Tyndall effect, showing Tyndall effect. Now, next, setting of particles. Setting of particles. In the case of solution, particles are settled down? No, particles are not settled down. Not settled down. Here, in the case of suspension, particles are settled down? Yes, particles are settled down. What about the colloidal solution? Particles are settled down? No, particles are not settled down. Not settled down. These are the properties of solution, suspension and colloidal solution. So what are the properties we have seen? First we have seen the nature, we have seen visibility, we have seen filterability, we have seen. Then after that Tyndall effect, then setting of particles.